Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 122 of This Week at Shrouded. I'm your host tonight, A. Greener, and with us we have Mr. Wrecked and the All Gamer.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, welcome to the show. I thought you were going to slurp that, man. I don't know why you didn't. That would have been good timing. All right, anyway. We've got a great show for you today. We're gonna talk a little bit. Well, we're gonna talk about that sandbox tuning preview, I guess. Jesus, fuck off. This is an audio podcast. And we're going to talk about this week in This Week in Destiny that launched today, that talks about the Ashen Iron update, our juicy looking developer live stream. Well, some people don't like that stuff. This old man here to my side, grumpy, doesn't like developer live streams.
They're not as good as Vidoc.
Yeah, that's subjective. You're right, though. Anyway, we're gonna talk about that stuff. But first, I need to know what the hell you were talking about earlier. About let's give me the exact wording. I'm ready to rant about bitch-made Oryx.
All right. Did you watch the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you see that our big new enemy is fucking mind-controlled Cabal?
I didn't really notice that, no. But okay, mind control Cabal.
You didn't see the collars on the Cabal.
I watched it on my phone out in the sun. So,
like, is this like from the conductors controlling?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So let me ask you,
So
what
other
enemy, what other big bad enemy in Destiny history can you think of, besides the conductor, who had the ability to take over and control all the enemies in the game? I wonder who that could fucking be. I don't know. Maybe Oryx, the Taken King. And this bitch is doing the same shtick. It's literally fucking bitch-made Oryx. All right? She's literally bitch-made Oryx. She's racist bitch-made Oryx. All right?
Okay, I guess I don't understand what the word bitch-made means.
I gotta go with Greener. I don't know where you're going with this.
What is that term?
You've never heard the term
this bitch made them? Is that what we're going for?
No,
Bitch-made is a cheap knockoff of an original. That's what bitch-made typically.
See, that sentence makes sense now. I had no idea. I was like, is there some like bitchy version, like pussy version of like Oryx that was introduced in the trailer? Because I didn't see it in the trailer. I was so confused. I was like, I don't know what he's talking about, man.
I would suggest that the conductor is a pussy version of Oryx. All right?
Oh, I fucking hate the conductor. And let me tell you, I don't know if I've said this on the stream before. But I've definitely mentioned it before. I hate it. I don't know her name, but the voice actor for the conductor.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I can't help it, man.
That's an objectively wrong opinion.
That's fine. But she's in so much stuff, and I can't stand her voice.
She plays characters you love to hate
so
well.
I'm not sure. What do you mean, characters I love to hate? I hate the conductor, yes.
She is so good at playing bad guys or just fucking reprehensible characters. She's so good at capturing the spirit of those characters. Have you seen her in The Expanse?
Oh, she's in the Wheel of Time.
I remember her in The Expanse. I don't remember her being like necessarily a bad guy.
She plays a fucking bitch in The Wheel of Time too, because she's super good at it.
I remember her in 24 back in the day, and I hated her character. I remember her in The Expanse. I hated her character. She was in Mass Effect. I hated her character. She's in Destiny. I hate her character. Like, I don't know. Maybe I don't hate her. Maybe I just hate every single character that she does.
She is
But
great at
I'm per-
at making you hate the characters that she's portraying.
no, I think I just hate her.
Because it's the roles that she takes. The roles she takes are just
There
these
is
hateful,
objectively
horrible-
nothing wrong with her character in Mass Effect. I just hate her. So that's why I believe I hate the actress and not the characters. And there's objectively nothing wrong with her character in The Expanse, from what I remember.
Okay.
But I hate her.
Admiral Shala Run?
I don't fucking remember what she did, but I don't remember her being a bad guy. But Rex
That's
said
the
she was a
character
bad
from
guy.
Mass Effect.
Oh, sorry. Well, all you
You
know is
don't
her as
think-
Liara's mom.
You don't think there's
I don't know her
anything wrong
name.
with her with her character in The
Well,
Expanse?
let's be clear. I watched The Expanse like 4 or 5 years ago, right around when it finished. I know she's in it. I know she plays like a president or something, but I don't really remember like what
The
she
very
does.
first time, the very
All I
first
remember
time
her is
they
on the moon
introduced
base at some point.
The very first time they introduce her, she's hanging out with her grandkids, being sweet old granny.
Yeah.
Smash cut to her, literally 5 minutes later in the show, fucking torturing some belters who grew up in zero gravity by subjecting them to Earth's real gravity and just leaving them there for days and days and days.
Yeah,
even
but the
though everybody
Belters were
around her-
fucking terrorists probably because they're
even
just
though-
shithole people. So
only
whatever.
only the OPA folks. Come on now.
That's probably what they were. That doesn't make her a bad person. That just makes her like a powerful person.
No. She's,
Nah,
We'll
I
say
know,
it's an impressive IMDb.
she's a fucking evil bitch.
But she's in a lot of shit.
And it's
That's
good.
my problem.
She's good
That's
at
my problem.
X-Men The Last Stand? Wow.
I don't even remember her in that. I wonder what she did in that. It
Dr.
probably sucked.
Kavita Rao.
Or she was
She
one of the
plays all the
scientists in the
She
lab.
plays a lot of bad
Oh,
guys.
he's one of the people in the lab. Okay.
She plays a lot of bad guys, and she's
Been
very
on
good
The
at it.
Simpsons.
I probably just hate her voice. Not gonna lie.
I hate the conductor specifically for how slow she talks. It takes so long. It's like, well, I must tell you. The next, and like, oh my god, and then you can't skip it. You can't skip it because it's not like a normal voiceover, like cutscene or anything. I can't hit skip. I'm hitting escape as fast as I can, and it's like, oh my god, please talk faster. I can't stand when the voice acting goes so slow. I understand you're trying to set a mood.
Whenever the conductor's voice like comes over my speakers, I reach over and turn the volume off.
Well, here's the thing: the conductor could be a great villain that you love to hate because of the stuff that she's done. She's done some seriously evil shit.
Yeah.
But then they just got to go and give her the same fucking shtick that other characters in the universe already have. Like, come on. Come up with some new shtick for her other than, I'm just going to slap these control collars on everybody and, that's going to be what I do. Hey, guess what? In the next expansion in Renegades, we're going to have conductor-controlled Elixir. Ooh. Come on.
Surely we're gonna be done with the conductor at some point, right? That shit's been
Maybe.
forever, and it's a shitty character.
Then
Can
we're
we
gonna
get-
have someone using the Force to control everyone.
Mind control force powered.
Force power.
I love it.
Dark
Anyway.
Regin.
No, let me tell you how excited I was when Lakshmi died originally, and I'm like, yes, fuck that bitch. And by bitch, I mean that voice actress, because I never want to hear her again. And then Maya fucking Senderish comes back from the fucking grave, and I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Anyway, so here we go. And I'm
If we're going on-
okay. Sorry,
Go
what?
ahead, Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's okay to hate people. That's all. I'm not being
I mean,
evil.
if we're talking voice acting, I mean, the Witch Queen is now the voice of Warlock chick. Oh my god, why am I blanking on her?
Oh, Ikora. Yeah.
Ikora. I can't not hear Savathun.
I haven't really
Like,
noticed it.
I can't not hear Savathun talking.
Well, to be fair, Savathun's voice actor is better than old Ikora, in my opinion, so that works for me.
Agreed.
But-
But it's too similar. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's her voice. That's fair.
I understand that, but if you're a voice actor, you have a like you have an array of voices. For
Most
what you're
people
doing.
do. Most people do. Maybe not everyone does, but yeah. I mean, you're probably right. But I haven't paid enough attention to it. I guess she must change it enough for if you're not paying attention, it sounds enough like Kaikora. Because I haven't really noticed it, to be honest. But I just
That's probably
recently
what
got
they're
to the
trying
part
to-
in the campaign where she got hit by a train. So,
It's at the beginning.
wait, what? There's no, I have one mission left. She gets hit by the train back in 1968 or something.
Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
I know. Chat. I know. I said that you can't really have wrong opinions, but I'm gonna go ahead and walk that back. That you can definitely have some fucking wrong opinions, like objectively.
What opinion did I say that's wrong? I'm just curious.
Just roll back like the last 10 minutes of this podcast. All of that.
I didn't have an opinion there. I said, I guess the only thing I said was I didn't notice. I'm not paying close enough attention to notice the voice change or the voice actress change, and the actress that played Sabathun was a better voice actress than Ikora. So those are the two opinions. Which one's not right? Well, one of them's not an opinion.
We're going all the way back to the start of the podcast, and literally all of it.
Oh my god, most of it's not opinions, and I'm allowed to not.
Literally all of it.
I'm allowed to not like an actress.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Just because you think she's good doesn't make her good.
Okay, buddy.
Whatever, dude.
Are you gonna come back with like the reasoning why you disagree, or you just I disagree?
He just fundamentally thinks she's a good actress, which is totally fine.
I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to. Some opinions are so wildly incorrect that they don't require rebuttal.
Okay, but listen, this is not an opinion. Me not liking an actress is not an opinion. It's a fact. I do not like an actress. That's fine.
That's an opinion.
Oh, okay.
That's not an opinion. That's I do not like her. I'm not saying an opinion would be I think she's a bad actress. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's a bad actress. I could not like somebody and fully recognize she must be a good actress because she keeps getting cast and shit. I just do not like her. And that's
Greener
fair.
uses that flexible definitions dictionary. You know, this is I don't know. This is giving me Diablo vibes all over again. You know, I don't know. Anyway,
Because I pronounce it wrong?
no. Nah, never mind. It's fine.
All right, chat. Whatever. this guy's a bully. He's bullying me because of my my preference of actresses, and I don't like actresses who sound like they smoked 87,000 bajillion cigarettes over the last 14 minutes. My bad, I guess. My bad.
Greener is not down with raspy voice females. Got it.
I'm fine with some of them, but there's just something wrong with that one. I don't know what to tell you. But she's a bajillionaire. Like, I mean, she's made a career of it. Good for her. But it doesn't mean I have to like her. We're talking about Gina Torres. I don't even know who the fuck that is. I'm going to click it, though. Oh, no. I mean, technically, she was Ikora's voice actress. Way back in the day. She's not anymore. We are talking about... I forget her name already. I'm looking it up right now, yeah. Shorey Agdashlu?
Yeah. Shorey Agdashlu.
Yeah. Now I feel bad looking at her face for some reason. I feel bad about saying I don't like her. But I don't. I just simply don't. When I hear she's going to be in
has like a distinct voice, like a powerful, distinct voice. But I guess maybe Bungie was like, well, no one's listening to Ikora anyway.
No, I think she's probably too expensive now.
Oh, I could assume.
Yeah, ever since Suits, her career exploded. So she probably costs a lot of money now. She wasn't that popular when Destiny 1 launched.
I mean, yeah, if we're talking like, yeah, like famous voice actors that aren't in it anymore, it's like Cade 6.
Well, I mean, they did get him back for Final Shape, though.
Yeah, but that's like that was just for that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's true. I mean, he blew up, and they had him for we had him for year 1, and then the Final Shape, which is funny.
But like Nathan Fillion is like
He blew up too, though, right?
He's like one of the voice actors, but then also like he's on the series like what is it, The Rookie, and like main person on that as well.
Well, he
But he's
blew
also
up on
the
the
voice actor.
Castle. Is when
Yeah.
I think he blew up, and then Rookie is just taking his career to the next level. Now he's you know
still
Superman.
does a lot of voice
He's the Green Lantern and a bunch of voice acting and stuff. Yeah, but like
Does
for
a lot
TV
of
shows,
voice acting for DCU like one-off movie type stuff.
He was in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 too. He was,
yeah,
wasn't
for a
Guardians of
minute.
the Galaxy.
Yeah.
He was.
But these
actually
are
in
all
Guardians-
$200 million movies, right? That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
he
Like
also
the
did
little
voice
old
acting in
Destiny
Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
probably has trouble affording people like that nowadays, especially considering everybody be like complain.
He voiced one of the characters in the prison in Guardians of the Galaxy 1. One of the CGI characters.
Probably. Yeah.
But then he was also like he was a guard in 3. Like,
3.
at
Yep.
that
At the bio facility or whatever.
the bio facility. Yeah. Yeah, Castle, Superman, Firefly, Big Mouth. Yeah. Great stuff. I don't know what got us onto this conversation.
I wanted to
went off.
talk. I wanted to talk about how much I hated the conductor's voice actress, and then
Oh, just in general.
yeah, just in general. That's it. I'm going through our list of stuff now, and yeah, there's not much stuff on here that I watch.
We got a lot of sandbox tuning and a tweet to get to.
We can just skip. We can just skip over the sandbox tuning. There's nothing important on there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What was
The
up with
weapon-
everyone's problem with this, by the way?
Are you talking about the weapons? Like the weapons tuning?
Oh yeah.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna let Rec go off on this, but I just want to say that just from what I've like read through, it's like Bungie has purchased Hasbro for the amount of nerfed guns that they're putting out right now. It is, it's wild. Like everything that was even remotely good, specifically PvP, but then even Outbreak Prime, Outbreak Perfected.
Well, let's just
Anyway,
let's
Rec, go for it.
Let's go ahead and hit the high points. Number one, they're not backing down on featured gear at all.
Yeah.
I think they probably will eventually, because the community really hates this shit. But they're just adding more to it. Some of the weapons they're adding are good. Some of the armor they're adding is whatever. There's a bunch of exotic changes in here. They're making a change to Graviton Spike that isn't going to ultimately change anything in PvP. It's still going to be the most broken gun in all of PvP. Ironically, it's getting a bigger nerf in PvE than it is in PvP because the temporal alignment catalyst is getting its buff is going from it's infinitely available to only 7 seconds at a time. So there's that.
But also the delay on melee, right?
Well, we're getting to that. That's an ability thing. Outbreak and Barodiad and Hierarchy of Needs appear to all be getting dumpstered for super regen. So if you're a very good hunter who on final of Desert Perpetual, final boss of Desert Perpetual, are used to getting like 7 supers per damage phase, which is reasonable. 6 to 7 supers is reasonable using Outbreak Perfected. It's probably going to cut that down in half. I expect that's what Bungie's trying to accomplish. So groups that have been relying on these to get their damage in and get their one phases done, they may not be available anymore. And because they're so easy to use, that means a lot of and sorry if it's going to hit anybody close to home, a lot of bad raiders are going to have a much harder time. than they were previously. And then there's a bunch of exotics in here that are catching nerfs that I don't even know why they're catching nerfs. Like Lord of Wolves is losing its damage, losing 20% of damage versus bosses.
Again.
Lord of Wolves is good at DPS, especially if you combine it with weapon surges and Backrus. But there ain't nobody as a meta pick running Backrus and Lord of Wolves and weapon surges in DP. It's your memers. Even though it's very good, it's your memers that are doing it. Grand Overture's taking a nerf. No, ain't nobody used that all season. Queen's Breaker is getting a damage nerf against bosses. That hasn't been used at all in Edge of Fate. Thunderlord is catching a nerf. I guess Thunderlord's getting fixed, but I don't think Thunderlord was a problem even in its broken state. And then there are a bunch of and Temporal Blast is getting giga nerfed. It's taking a 66% damage nerf whenever the perk procs. And because of how it works with the boss damage scalers on certain guns are taking a nerf that's actually higher than that. For instance, the crossbow from the raid that everybody's using with explosive bolts, you might as well throw that thing back in your vault. You ain't gonna use it anymore. It's taking a 75% damage nerf.
It was out damaging Queenbreaker and like everything else that was previously meta, so I can understand why they're doing that. They're trying to force, but yeah, I would agree.
But why make such a significant bump? Like, do something a little smaller first, see if it levels out, and if it doesn't, then hit it again.
Anybody who didn't, well, that's what they're doing with like Graviton Spike, but anybody who thought Temporal Blast was going to get left alone, they were crazy. That wasn't a reasonable expectation. And then there's the exotic armor changes that are coming. Like they're basically reworking strongholds, so that it's a block and then go attack things exotic rather than I'm an invincible exotic. I don't know why. I don't think you having your one freak titan that's just sitting there trying to bubble up the whole team the entire time was a problem for anybody, unless you're in an LFG and we're tired with having, Lord help you if you were the one character that wasn't running strongholds and you loaded in a matchmade activity and it was 2 stronghold titans in a GM, because all they were going to do is just sit there the whole time and you were basically going to solo the GM. So other than that guy, I don't see how this was a problem and needed such a crazy change. Sturdy Acne is getting a buff, but on the exotic class item, it's getting a giga nerf. They're cutting the duration of the woven mail from Spirit of Sturdy Acne from 10 seconds to 6 seconds. So that's not going to feel good. Chromatic Fire is no longer going to apply elemental keywords whenever you get it to proc. Again, why? Nobody's using this thing. I don't know why Bungie's spending the effort on fixing something that's not currently a problem. And then they made a bunch of changes to hunters because of PvP. So they're drastically changing Gambler's dodge. What you can do right now, where you can dodge while not near enemies to regen your knives, that the effectiveness of that is being cut in half. So you can't get a full charge unless you're at 100 melee. Right, at 100 melee you get 2 charges. You have to have 50 melee and be near an enemy to get it. If you want to get it back without being near an enemy, it's got to be higher.
It's got to be 100. Yeah, and right now it has to be 70.
Lightweight throwing knives are having their damage reduced in PvP by 16%, but that's not going to matter because a throwing knife, even with a 16% reduction, after getting hit with a scatter shotgun hand cannon, is still dead. You're still going to be dead, so I don't know what that's going to fix. There's a lot of weird stuff in here, but the stuff that most people are upset about are like all the exotics that are just taking these nerfs out of fucking left field, that they don't really make a whole lot of sense. So
This is also coming in front of the contest mode, right?
what's
yes.
that?
Because they put they're nerfing so many things that I think they were seeing as possibly cheesing in a contest mode raid, and then they're pushing back the raid so that they can balance stuff out again. That's what I'm thinking this is coming from.
I don't know. I think that's part of certain things. I think they have a lot more stats on the back end than we do. I think it's funny that we, as a community, think we know more about the stats of their guns than they do. But whatever. I saw that Twitter thread, and man, they were just being ripped apart by everybody.
The amount of testing that this community goes through with Weapon Sandbox when everything's changed, I do think a lot of times the community ends up knowing more about how the game works than the current crop of developers.
Yeah, I don't.
Actually,
I think the API gives them numbers that are exact, and they go, "Oh, this is being used more because it does this much more damage than everything else." So
I think regardless of what they say about them not making changes based off usage, I think that's still a primary driver of what they decide.
Oh,
gets
they
nerfed or not.
absolutely do.
And I think a lot of times when they make changes, they don't do nearly enough play testing to actually understand what those changes are going to mean. I think the community does much more exhaustive testing of this stuff than Bungie does internally. And there have been a number of times where the community has published numbers and Bungie has said, "Oh, we didn't know that was going to happen."
Mhm.
So, here we are.
I mean, for the crossbow, Cross just put out a video recently where they were just going through all the exotics and damage while they were in the Vault of Glass, specifically against the Templar. And they had the crossbow that was obviously doing more than a lot of the exotics, but not 75% more. Like, that makes that weapon useless. And that's like a raid exclusive. Like, you're going through that raid to get something good. It should be good.
Well, I mean, it depends on what it's supposed to be good at. Maybe it's not supposed to be good at boss DPS, but it's supposed to be good at champions or whatever. But,
like a heavy crossbow that takes that much time to reload.
It actually doesn't take that much time to reload if you pull the bolt. It's pretty much
I know. But still, like, you're going through the raid to get something that good. It's only provided there. It's brand new. It has to be good. Otherwise, like, why would I want to go and get a weapon that shoots that slowly, that's terrible, that's not good at bosses? It makes it irrelevant as a specifically raid reward.
I don't know. I think it's great in things like PvP where I can just stick that arrow up on a wall, use it as a platform to get off angles. I think that's awesome.
Oh, you actually, one of the speaking of PvP things, I saw that the snipers special ammo pickup in PvP is going to go up to 2 instead of 1.
Yeah, they're trying to get people to use snipers more often, but nobody's going to because they didn't hit spread shot hand cannons hard enough. They're still going to be dominant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're increasing the spread on them, but it's not going to change anything. It'll still be to your disadvantage to not be running one in PvP, especially now that they've nerfed the range of forgiveness, so that you can't. It's not as easy to outrange them with a sidearm.
Ooh, that's an interesting take. I definitely thought that snipers were going to be making. If you're going to be getting that much more ammo with the ability to one shot, people good enough.
There's so much special ammo available in the sandbox right now.
Mm-hmm.
That if special was good, you'd be seeing more people using special, but you don't. The majority of backup weapons are the 2 spread shot hand cannons.
I don't know.
So good.
Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. The only Crucible I've played is Trials, and my issue with sniper rifles is there's not enough ammo. I prefer to use them. For a couple rounds I would use them, but the energy, at least during Trials, doesn't spawn until like 30 seconds after the match or the round starts. It's just too long. The round's over, and the second you win, all of it despawns, so you can't grab any extra for the next round.
Well, this isn't going to change that because the bricks that you would drop off people, yeah, there's an extra round in them for you, but they're still all the way over there.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
might not change anything in that aspect, but that was my biggest issue because, well, actually, the only issue I really have is just give me one round between rounds. Like I would use, I got to the point where I would use, I'd use a sniper in round one, and then I would swap. I would swap after that because round two, there's just no. I don't start with a bullet. Like, what's the point of having a gun that I don't have a bullet in? Like, it's dumb as shit.
That even when you find one, only gives you one, and you still have to reload that back in. It's so much time, and you're gonna miss that shot anyway.
Yeah, I find snipers are really good, at least in a 3-round survival instance or whatever you want to call those matches. As a pick, like right away. Like I'm not typically pulling out my sniper rifle when I'm in a minute into the round fighting for a zone. And maybe I'm just bad at PvP. But either way, the point is, like, if I don't have a bullet right at the beginning of the round, the gun is useless to me. So
It's just easier to not run into a sniper lane. Just make sure you're side to side with somebody running into the point. And if both of you hit a target one time with a spread shot hand cannon, they're dead. It's a 2-shot. And it's basically an instantaneous 2-shot if you're team shotting with somebody.
yeah.
It's just, they're so good compared to everything else. And at the ranges you're fighting on most maps in Destiny, if you need something that's ranged, you can pull out a scout rifle, or you can pull out, especially like Aisha's Embrace with enhanced precision instrument. That does such fast work, or a pulse rifle, and that'd be it. Or, Graviton Spike has ungodly range with the perk, and it can 2-tap. So, not only can it 2-tap, but the crystals that spawn off of it get you collaterals on top of it.
I agree with that. I think it's a good gun, but I barely run into it in Crucible. Am I just like in the wrong fire teams? Like,
I mean, you don't run into it so much in 6s, but
well, no, all I play is trials. I don't play anything else.
Everywhere. It's everywhere in PvP.
I played like 100 matches of trials last weekend, and I may have seen it like 10 times.
Well, I can tell you that if we go take a look at the actual API data for like trials report for last weekend, like Graviton Spike got 800,000 kills.
Well, that means nothing to me when I don't know how many other kills were by other guns.
Okay, well, Outbreak had 979,000.
Okay, so it had
used
more.
Quite a bit right now because it's so good. But Arius Neutralizer, the spread shot hand cannon, was top of the list with 2 million kills.
Okay, so Gravitron Spike's not the issue. The hand cannon, the spread shot hand cannon.
Graviton Spike is an issue.
Okay, well, but when it's the third most used weapon, that's not. You got to focus on the other two first.
It's the third most. It's not the most used weapon. It got the most kills. It's got the third most kills.
Third most kills.
But I will guarantee you that 99% of those people with that Arius Neutralizer that got those kills in their other hand was Graviton Spike.
Yeah, but that doesn't. That doesn't matter. Shit, I could have had a fucking banana in my other hand.
It absolutely matters.
Fine. All right. Either way, I'm just saying what I experienced, and I did not experience it to be overwhelmingly.
Well, Trials also has had skill-based matchmaking loaded into it since the start of Edge of Fate. So
what?
Yeah, and that's going away next weekend. So it'll be back.
Where is that? Where did I read that?
It's in the twit in the known issues.
Oh, I didn't read everything. That's crazy.
They've been talking about it they've been talking about it on Twitter for like 3 weeks.
Well, I told you I deleted Twitter off my phone, so I haven't been looking at it as much. Because it's so fucking toxic, and I can't handle it anymore. All these people, they just hate because they want to hate. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much.
And I hate the hate.
Well, I do. There's two things. There's people that are just general like salty, horrible human beings that will go on Twitter and just absolutely rip people to shreds because I don't know. There's something wrong with them, inherently wrong with them. And then there's people that jump on hate gets engagement. And so that all they're ever posting is hateful stuff because they need that engagement. I don't know, to make them a famous hateful prick. Because people have no, I don't know.
Filter?
No, these people are half of them are probably really nice people, but they're so desperate to be a fucking famous streamer or a famous Twitter personality or a famous YouTuber that the only engagement they can get is by being a negative prick all the time. And that's all. Yeah, but that's all I ever fucking see on that platform anymore. It's people being negative. It's almost never anything. If you go in Discord, shit is so positive almost everywhere I go. I'm so sick of Twitter, man. I'm so sick of Twitter. It's been a fucking dumpster fire since they added engagement farming for money. Like, oh my god. I know, we're supposed to be talking about Destiny, not Twitter. I hate it so much. Anyway, it's been real nice not to open my phone and look at negativity every moment. But I do pop it up in my browser from time to time, but it's just significantly less now. So I should look it up right now and get hateful. Be somebody bitching about Destiny.
I mean, you can go anywhere and you'll get that. You can just go to the Steam reviews.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get. Yeah, the Steam reviews. Oh my god, like.
There's
I don't
some
know.
of my favorite reviews, like 5,000 hours. This game sucks.
I don't know. I think I just have a different. I look at Destiny different than everybody. I guess. I don't know. I'm having such a fun time. This expansion with Destiny, probably one of the best times I've ever had in the game, and everybody seems to. And it seemed really positive at first, but now everybody fucking hates it 2 months in. Like, what happened? The grind? Oh dear! Oh no! Shame! You have to play the game you supposedly hate. I guess I don't know, or love. I can't figure it out anymore.
I mean, I feel like the hate on the grind. I can understand that because it was, but then like their attempt to fix it was even worse. Where like I'm sure Brett can talk about this a little bit, where we're just going from obviously, it's a little ridiculous that I'm running Caldera or K1 Logistics 1,000 times by myself because that's still going to be the best opportunity that I'm going to have for going up. But then, go ahead.
No, we've had the argument before on the thing. And my argument is, then just don't do the most efficient path. You don't need to be 450 right now. Go play the game. Like, I'm currently playing the game how I enjoy it, and I'm still leveling. I'm not I'm not super farming one activity because I'm not a psychopath. All right. The problem that people are having when you explain that specific way is, oh yeah, you designed the game so now that I have to play one solo activity over and over and over again. No, that's how you're playing the game because you have this obsessive need to be 450 1 month after or 1 week after release. I don't see why that's their fault.
It's not.
Especially when they're going to be nerf, like 450 is not the highest. It's
that's the thing. So we all knew it was. We all knew it was going to 550. When Ash and Iron.
People aren't trying to get to 450 just so they can cap out. They're getting 450 so they can get to
their tier 5s.
That's
tier 4s are good enough. Tier 4s are good enough. Just an FYI.
You were also getting tier 5s, and this is and I love the Solstice event first of all. But like I was getting tier 5s more often than I was expecting, and I'm only even now at like 360.
And I get that that's a one-off. Like, we're probably going to get 4 of those where we're just showered with tier 5s every year if you're high enough level up. Because it's clear now with heavy metal dropping that these one-off weekly events aren't going to be as awesome as Solstice was for tier 5s.
What do you mean? Heavy metal is the most fun game mode I have ever played.
That's not what I meant. I meant tier 5 stuff.
And the loot is so rewarding that it makes me want to keep going in and continue playing it all day
you don't
long.
Want new shiny shotguns? What are you talking about?
You don't want that exclusive
this weekend is play heavy metal while I contemplate hanging from a crossbeam in Minecraft.
Holy shit, bro!
Minecraft.
Just say in real life. Don't be a
Minecraft.
bitch.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Just do it.
Listen, Greener, you might not care about the TOS on your stream, but I care about the TOS on your stream.
There's no TOS about saying you can't joke about killing yourself.
I'm pretty sure that some
in real life
in Roblox. I'm pretty sure that some Twitch mod coming through here would just be like, we need to give this guy a temporary ban. Although your cleavage isn't impressive enough to it might be longer than a week or a couple of days.
I don't like that at all. If that's the case, that makes me mad.
Well, I mean, you could go to Kick. They don't care over there.
I'm not going to Kick because the people that own Kick are a bunch of fucking dirtbags.
But don't you want the exclusive sword from Heavy Metal?
Yeah, there you go.
You can get.
Isn't that worth it?
It's got Eager Edge.
It only costs $15 if you just want to buy it.
It has Eager Edge, but you can't skate with it. So whatever.
Wait, what? Explain that.
Wait, what?
So to shatter skate or to well skate, you need to use the heavy swing on a sword in order to get the most distance. You cannot use the heavy swing on a wave frame sword and skate at the same time. The animation automatically cancels it. You can still light swing to get around relatively quickly, but you can't skate.
To do regular jumping. To do regular.
Wait, what? That's wild.
That's funny.
Yep.
Huh.
Watching people put the videos up of trying to do it, and all they do is just this little uppercut swing in the air and then immediately drop down without getting any forward momentum. People not happy about it, but anybody, I think most people like speedrunners and stuff already knew that it wasn't gonna that wave frame swords weren't gonna work with Eager Edge anyway. So
listen, the game mode is something different and stupid, and the rewards maybe not, but I don't know. It's fun for a couple rounds. Am I gonna max it out? Probably not.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm gonna max it. Well, I'm gonna guild it.
No,
I have to.
Fuck that.
Guild is not very hard. Guild takes less than 2 hours from my experience from doing it last time.
Heavy Metal is fine to play if you're going in with a full fire team. If you're not going into a full fire team, all you're going to want to do is rage and yell at whoever the solo is on your squad who keeps running out.
You can say that about any activity. That's not fair.
No, this in particular. Like, because it's 3v3,
it's just fucking
you having one dude on your team who constantly runs off by themselves only to get gangbanged like Piper Perry by the enemy squad and just utterly destroyed, leaving you in a weird 2v3. And of course, because they got killed by one dude, that one dude got killed by 3. Which one of them is the most damaged is going to pick up that coin. He's going to be instantly full healed. And now it's just a 2v3.
Oh, is that what that coin does?
Yes. It heals you and it refreshes your tracking shot.
Oh, yeah. That's why people always rush to it. I was just like, someone else will pick it up.
There's also a triumph to get the seal. You have to get enough of those coins, right? You have to pick up those coins in order to do that.
To guild it, you need to pick up leader coins too. So,
but the game mode is tolerable if you're actually playing with a team that is playing as a team. The moment you're not playing as a team. If the other group has any team cohesion at all, it's over. There's no reason for you to play. You might as well just sit there and let them kill you over and over again until you get your drop at the end.
That's every activity. That is every activity in Destiny. You're talking about strongholds and grandmasters again. You just got people that you don't know that are just going to sit there and do nothing.
In PvP, if I'm in a 6v6 match, I can have somebody drop out of the match entirely, or even have 2 people be completely useless and do just fine. Still win that match. It's not a problem, and still have a good time even if I lose. In that particular game mode, though, Heavy Metal, it's intolerable. I do not like it. I don't like the mode anyway. Like, I don't like the gameplay loop of the Briggs and the tanks. I don't find it particularly enjoyable. But the moment somebody's running off on their own, it's just I'm losing my mind. I'm saying really hurtful things about them that thankfully they can't hear. I'm contemplating whether or not I want to plug my keyboard in and tell them the things that I'm saying.
I'm gonna hang back, but I got some shit to say. I don't know. I enjoyed for the first little bit, and even if you're playing with some people, if they're terrible at it, I think you're still having that same experience because you're still trying to get the coins, unless they're willing to be sacrificial lambs and just let you pick up coins.
I'll bait the hell out of a teammate I'm in a fire team with. That's fine with me. Like, as long as they're doing what they're doing somewhere remotely close to me, so I can snag the kills, then I don't care. That's fine.
Sounds like you're the problem.
But I will say, like, more than because it's just that frost map, right? Like it's just that not Neptune. Where is that on? It's just the snow map. That's it, right?
It's a Europa map. They didn't add another map.
Yeah, they need to. I would say they need to add like 2 maps just to change it up a little bit. I think that would do wonders. Or even have like a switch side, like if it was like a switch sides, like now it's like your tanks, but now you're Briggs.
Okay.
What about that Rise of Iron video?
We'll
watch that.
That's also Ash and Iron. Are we done with the sandbox tuning?
Yeah. There's nothing really else to talk about in there.
Yeah. Nothing at all?
I don't think so.
All right, fair enough. Good stuff. I believe you. I didn't read it all. All I read was on Twitter, everyone complaining about Graviton Spike, whatever the fuck it's called. And I'm like, holy Christ, you whiny little bitches. And Direct proved it right here on the thing. Outbreak Perfected is more a problem than Graviton is. And so is Areola Bellalis, or whatever it's called.
Ooh.
I don't know the name of it. No, I don't know the name of it. I have to look it up.
Aurora Borealis.
Oh, no. I said Areola. Big difference. Arrayus Neutralizer. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway, which is even worse, right? By a lot. So that seems to be the problem. And everyone's bitching about Graviton. That's so weird. It's just like they think they know what's best for the game, but they at the same time they're too focused on one thing rather than something else. Like, I'm not wrong here. I assure you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, someone tier 3 subbed. I was excited because it actually moved the hype meter like it was supposed to. So that's a 2 for 1.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, okay, let's move on to this week at Destiny. Goodbye, sandbox tuning. And you know what? Okay, that just reminds me. Love Train likes to troll me on Twitter because he's one of those hateful people that hates everything in the game. But whenever I say something on it on Twitter, he'll say, "Oh, forgive my geriatric clan leader for his L take," or something like that. He'll say on my Twitter all the time, and I've learned to ignore him. But I looked at Destiny Bulletin tweeted about the Edge of Fate dropping the mostly negative reviews after the Portal nerf. Patch notes, and I just retweeted and said I hate this community because they're so spiteful. Like the game, this expansion was good. You guys are hateful because they made the wrong changes. Well, so you go back and you just like erase the 2 months of good will and content that we had. Like whatever, dude. Anyway, all he said was lol, but I can see like him what he meant in the message is just like, no, they're right and you're fucking stupid. But
I'm still not used to the Portal menu in general. I don't but
I've
not
gotten
that
used
fun.
to it. I like it a lot. I like swimming through it. It's perfect. I just pop on. I love being able to just pop on, do a couple solo events if I don't got a lot of time, grab some extra levels, get faster at things, and I've just been enjoying it overall. And I still haven't even done DP yet, so I haven't even experienced the full expansion, and I've still had a good time with it. So all these people that are doing the raid, doing all this stuff, and still not happy. They were happy with it, I assure you, for at least 2 weeks. But now they're going back and saying the whole expansion sucks. Which, mind you, let's be clear, Edge of Fate and the Portal aren't technically part of one another. The Portal was a free update for everyone. Edge of Fate was just the expansion and the raid and the... Well, it was. I don't have... If I didn't pay for Edge of Fate, do I have a Portal? I do.
But then you don't have Edge of Fate.
Yeah, lots of people don't have Edge of Fate. Tons of people didn't pay for it. The point is the Portal was a free update to the game, a massive change to the game. The Edge of Fate expansion is something completely different. That is the storyline, the new zone, the raid, all that stuff. It's not even associated with the Portal, in theory. It just happened to be at the same time. It's the same thing with... a lot of people used to, when we'd get a new season and one of the reprised raids would drop, and people would be like, oh, this season is good because it has this raid. No, the raid was free for everybody. It's not part of the season. This season sucks.
I see what you're
Yeah.
I see what you're saying with it. Like, I get that point of view with it, but again, it's I'll disagree because it's part of the expansion. That being said, big fan of the expansion. I think they've done a great job so far on it. It's just in terms of just interface, and I understand why they wanted to change it, like keep it fresh, and I'm sure somebody liked it. It's just, you got like 12 years of using the old interface, and that's probably just all this is coming down to. It's just like, I like what I already know. I don't want something new. And I'm sure within a couple months, I'm going to be like, oh, this interface is great. It's fine. That's all I know now.
All right. Well,
Anyway. Get your eyes out of here.
Rect hates...
Everything.
We are two very different Destiny players. So he hates my opinion because I'm a casual Destiny player and he is a hardcore Destiny player. And it's just when he hears me talk, he just I feel like he wants to scratch his eyeballs out about the game. I'm surprised he still does this podcast with me.
Sometimes I have the same thought.
It's good though to have. It's
Every
good
once in a while, when I hear Greener drop yet another incredibly bad faith argument about something, just pulling things straight out of the logical fallacy playbook, debate playbook, the kind of shit that would get him fucking an F if he were in a fucking debate class. That's when I'm like, oh man.
I'm just giving my opinion as a casual Destiny player. I think people have. I think the most.
What you're doing is shitting on people's opinions for the reason of they're talking about the wrong thing. They're not being specific enough. The portal's not even part of the Edge of Fate. Merch, shut the fuck up.
Well,
that's such a bad faith argument. Holy shit.
No, it's not though. I wouldn't go and
now he's trying to gaslight me.
No, I'm not. I'm explaining my opinion. That's not gaslighting. Gaslighting would be you're stupid. Anyway, my point was they're going and downvoting the reviews of Edge of Fate because they hate the portal changes. The two aren't connected to one another. You want to go downvote the original Destiny game? Go ahead. Be my guest. But not Edge of Fate, man. Edge of Fate was awesome. It still is. I'm not wrong. Also, I wouldn't go... Did somebody knock? No, all right. Somebody's mad. I must be
You got a
too loud
special
or
guest
something.
coming in.
Yeah. No, I thought I heard something. Anyway, all right. I get it. It's not bad faith. It's just stupid. I'm dumb. All right. I'm an
That
old
knock
man.
was wrecked coming to your place to beat your ass.
I'm not flying all the way to Canada. What, are you kidding me?
If he had the opportunity to do it in real life, though, he'd beat the shit out of me, probably. Yeah. He'd be like, "This is for all your stupid ass takes." Whatever, man. I'm just mad at everybody for it. And also, FYI, you said I was shitting on people for looking at the wrong thing. I've spent 7 years being shit on by those people for liking the game, so I have the right to shit on them.
You do it for engagement. We put you on a list of Bungie meat writers specifically to help generate engagement. What do you mean?
You did that. I didn't do that. Yeah, I didn't do that. And, I didn't do it to generate engagement. I did it to generate podcast content. There's a difference.
Yeah.
But they still shit on me, and they used to do it before I did it for engagement. Whenever,
you see how easily he goes right into gaslighting? Holy fuck.
I don't think I understand what gaslighting
is. Podcast.
Chat. No, I didn't know it, but I guess gaslighting means dropping facts. Who knew?
See? Still doing it. Doing it.
Still facts.
You need to get a definition of facts and opinion and really read the fundamental differences.
When I use something for podcast content, that is a fact. It is not an opinion.
Okay. You got him, Greener. Good job, buddy. Solid points.
I hate all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's talk
So
about
how about
this.
this week in Destiny? 9/4/25.
I don't know what's wrong with this.
I think they did everything perfectly. No notes.
I was gonna say, yeah, okay. All right. First off, we got a developer live stream. All right, what's your problem with that?
Don't try to deflect your fucking gaslighting nonsense.
Would you stop saying I'm a gaslighter? I don't even understand the term. Okay, let's just talk about it for realsies. September 9th, 9 a.m. Pacific. So some fake time zone that doesn't exist. So that is that right there. That is gaslighting. You see the difference? All right, so what's that? 10, 11, 12. So that's 12. That's noon Eastern on September 9th. There is a developer live stream. So 2 hours before Ash and Iron go live, that's when it is. We're going to get apparently some Ash and Iron stuff. I'm not sure why. We're going to have it in our hands 2 hours later, but sure. That's fine.
Gives you the same vibes as like when having a developer live stream for a release that's about to happen, like a couple hours before the release drops, gives me the same energy. It gives off the same energy to me as we're going to embargo reviews of this game until the game is actually out. It's that same thing to me.
I see. They always do this with they used to on the seasonal developer live streams where
I've always had a problem with it. The same.
Oh, so do I. We agree with something wild. All right. I'm actually okay with them just not doing one. You gave me my little trailer. I know what's up. I'm not expecting a lot from Ash and Iron, to be honest. Yeah, just let me get into it and play it. Like, I don't need you to hold my hand and babysit my process through this minor update. But whatever. I guess I'm gonna watch it because I'm an idiot. That's what I do. Anyway, we'll get some Renegade stuff too, which hopefully they focus more on. I'd like to see some actually interesting stuff for Renegades rather than just more Star Wars skins, which is all we've seen for Renegades thus far.
I'm
So
gonna call it
actual,
here. There's gonna be some marketing piece in whatever video they show. That's just gonna be. It's gonna be a black screen, and then you're gonna hear, and then a lightsaber's gonna turn on. And, that's gonna be right in the marketing material.
Like
I mean-
every Star Wars reveal ever.
but I mean,
Mhm.
let's be fair though. That shot in Rogue One is one of the best shots in Star Wars history. I don't care what
and
anyone
then
says.
and then they're gonna say again. They're gonna immediately follow that with Star Wars inspired.
Well, yeah, it has to be, right?
'Cause, you
'Cause
know,
everybody lost their mind when they
Bungie-
thought there was going to be a
Bungie
Star
likes
Wars
to-
story.
Bungie likes to gaslight sometimes too, just like Greener. No wonder he plays this game.
The only reason they did that was because the community lost their minds when they were like, "Oh, it's not going to be Destiny content; it's Star Wars." They had to come out and say, "No, this is Destiny. This is homebrewed Destiny storyline inspired by Star Wars," because everybody lost their shit. So you can call them gaslighting if you want, but I'd say the community forced them into doing that. So
No. I'm sure when we
Destiny
see
content.
Bruce Nightwalker as our seasonal vendor, it's gonna be
that would be awesome. I wouldn't even be mad if that's his name. I prefer Star Killer though. Let's get Star Killer in there.
Yeah, not canon. So
Well, I was thinking. No, I don't mean actual Star Killer from those games. But Luke Skywalker's original name in the initial script was Star Killer, not Skywalker. So you can pull that through, and we'll go with Bruce Star Killer. That'd be perfect. I'll take it. And you can even have what's his name play the character. I can't think of the voice actor, but the guy that played Starkiller and Deacon from Days Gone and whatever else he does. You're gonna get it. It's gonna pop right.
Sam Witwer.
Sam Witwer, yeah. That would be even better. Everyone would lose their shit. They should have Sam Witwer in there.
Wait, isn't that the guy from Ted Lasso?
No, I can see where you're thinking that though. But Jamie Tartt's voice actor is a different person, or not voice actor, actor.
Wow.
Yeah, they look similar.
Really
though,
looks
sure.
like him. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Neat. That would be
one
fun,
is
though.
very American and one is very. I guess I don't know what country specifically he's from, but somewhere over on Wales or some shit like that.
Phil Dunster is the guy who plays Jamie Tartt. Okay. Yeah. Wow. They look remarkably similar. That's cool. I'm glad I learned this.
I think Phil is significantly younger than Sam at this point as well. Okay. Anyway, that would be funny if they brought him in, because then that would be like that's an uncanon voice actor you can use to actually get Star Wars fans excited. In reality.
It'd be kind of funny, like how much they lean on it, though. Like if they're just like, "Oh, that's an impressive life moon that you have in the sky."
And then somebody says, somebody from the corner says, "That's no moon."
That's no moon.
I think the inspiration for Renegades is simply going to be like weapons and armor, and
that's after you walk into the cantina where you meet these characters, and the bartender looks up and says, "No ghosts."
No ghosts,
bro. If that doesn't happen, I'm
That's
quitting
pretty
Destiny.
good.
I'm quitting Destiny.
Good. That's pretty good.
You heard it here right now. That better happen. Your kind's not allowed in here.
All right, let's talk about this trailer. 'Cause that's the next thing on the list.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's talk about the trailer. We got the trailer. The biggest thing I noticed immediately from it was a new raid or exotic mission. I don't remember if they.
Let's talk about the exotic mission. It's called Warsat Heist.
Yeah.
The fuck is this name?
Probably
maybe you
sat
steal a Warsat.
Look at all of the other names of all the other dungeons we have, and this one is Warsat Heist. They couldn't have come up with something better than Warsat Heist. They've got good writers. Edge of Fate proved they have good writers. Warsat Heist.
Maybe the narrative directors were they're busy focused on renegades, and they put the B team on the Ash and Iron.
I feel like they outsourced the name for this thing from like somebody's kid.
I feel. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. All right, the name. One thing I noticed in the trailer during that part was the little bubbles that were surrounding you from, I assume, like probably like either damage over time or instant death modes, or like traversal places. I bet that's gonna be fun. I'm being sarcastic. It's probably like the bubbles in Ghost of the Deep, like where you had to go to get air. So this would be a similar concept where you can't get through this zone, you die instantly unless you have this protective bubble, and you need to refresh it in specific areas. That's my guess. And
I saw that bubble. I thought that was kind of neat.
I actually, if that's the concept, like the same as Deepstone Crypt, right? Like you don't have a bubble, but you have 9 seconds to get from one place to the other. Same idea. There's just no visual bubble around you. I'm expecting a similar kind of traversal section that includes those bubbles. If it's something else completely that's not as annoying, awesome. Like props to them. I like new mechanics. They're cool. So we'll see. Especially in an exotic mission. Usually it's just a boring ass mission.
So I like that we have a bubble that if this is a bubble that like we can't take damage in, I think it would be interesting if that like our whole mission is that like this bubble, the enemy can't damage you unless the enemy does some kind of mechanic that you have to stop, because then if they do the mechanic, then your bubble goes down and they can DPS you.
That sounds way too interesting to me that they would actually have done that. Yeah.
It's like they're trying to start up some machine that's going to disrupt this energy field. We need to stop them, otherwise you're vulnerable. So it's kind of like a tower defense. Like you have to defend this area while they're coming in. I don't know. It just kind of flips the narrative because we've done so many bubbles that we've had to take down. Why not?
Yeah, well, I mean, no, I agree with the concept. That would be interesting if they did it right, but I'm still like, I'm in the field that, they went the lazy way. This is going to be a refreshing buff that prevents you from getting shot by like a rogue war set that's just firing shit all through the building.
It's a Scion bubble that we're running around in. I don't know if you've noticed, but we're fighting alongside a bunch of Keitel's Scions in some of that stuff. So I presume it's a Scion bubble, which probably means if they come up and just punch you, you're done.
You insta die.
I would suspect that's going to pop your bubble.
Oh no.
I think the war set firing is kind of a good thing, because if you do that, like that one force, it looks like it's almost like meat.
Almost what?
That time is this, like 49 seconds?
Oh.
49 seconds, everything's on fire, and it looks like there's just like almost like meteors falling in.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, everything's on fire. That's what I was thinking. Like there's explosions and shit, and it's a traversal section that you die instantly if you don't have this Scion bubble, I guess. So that's why my brain went to that idea. I don't know if it's right. I'm just kind of making shit up, trailer theorizing. I never do that. But yeah, it'd be cool. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what it is. So other stuff on here is, they reclaimed the Plague Lands. I'm sure that's going to be just a boring activity that changes things up. There seems to be a little bit of story along with it, which actually surprised me. I don't know if it's just for the trailer or we're actually going to have some voice dialogue. I thought we weren't going to get anything at all like that. I thought it was just going to be... I know it's not story content, but it kind of is story content.
But it's just these like collars that are put on that make you obey.
Yeah, but I just mean there's a voice actor voice. There when you're going through it, there's preposition voices. Like when they initially listed out the roadmap, they said 0 story content with Ash and Iron. So even that's a slight amount to go along with the new activity. It's still kind of it's more than I expected. Was my point.
Okay.
I wonder if this is the exact same activity over and over again, or if there's different spaces, or different areas, or different bosses. I guess we'll wait and see. It doesn't look like anything special at the moment, other than you're just fighting a bunch of Cabal. It does look like you're inside like a tank at some point. One of the
Inside a brig, yeah.
Well, it does have the same. It
No,
does
not
have that
that.
same mechanic where there's like the 3 different like shaped symbols, like those little boxes that you have to like shoot. But it's like in the same strike, where you start off like facing the Cabal on the Cosmodrome. It looks like that's one of the areas too, but it has that mechanic.
We'll see. I hope it's a decent activity. I like when they do good activities, even though after you do it for 2 months, you're bored of it. But it's still nice for something cool to come in. All right. So, I mean, I guess we can touch on the dungeon layers a little bit. I'm slightly disappointed in this. I was hoping that adding dungeon layers. Or do you want to get an opinion on anything, Rex? I feel like you haven't talked in a little bit.
I mean, dungeon layers are exactly what I knew they were going to be.
I mean, about the reclaim the Preglands,
Trailer?
I guess.
About the trailer?
We talked about the activity just a minute ago.
We knew there was going to be a reoccurring activity, like a repeatable activity. I would expect the Plaguelands is large enough that they could have the activity in 3 different zones. What I suspect is actually going to happen is that it's going to be the same progression, but you'll be going to 3 or 4 different areas in the Plaguelands. So they'll probably use a good chunk of the zone every time you play it, and it'll probably be basically the same thing every single. Which is whatever. If the activity's fun, then the activity's fun. I'm all good with it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the dungeon layers themselves, I expected that, but I was hoping they would add some of the dungeon weapons to the portal. It doesn't look like they're doing that based on if you read through.
Well, sort of, because you can set them up to give you the old shitty loot.
You can get the old shitty loot, or you can get portal loot.
Yeah,
it's very clear that the old shitty loot is the old dungeon loot, and the portal loot is what's dropping through the portal now. So they're not adding any portal tiered weapons or armor to the portal from the dungeons, which I think would have been a super, like, that would have been a W. Like, that would have gotten them a W. Like, people would have been like, sick, let's go. But I guess they didn't have time or resources
or the desire.
Small indie company.
A small indie company, yeah. We're bullies. They put out more content than any other game of service, and we're always making fun of them for the amount of content they put out. Let's go play The Division, where we haven't gotten a real expansion in 3 years. But
there's other looter shooters coming.
We'll complain about Destiny 2 forever. Is there? What's coming?
The Cube.
Borderlands.
Oh yeah, Borderlands.
I don't think you can compare Borderlands and Destiny personally. I know Borderlands has a roadmap this time around, but it's still not really a game of service type game. It's not intended to go on forever, unless they're going to push that, right? Their roadmap is pretty extensive for Borderlands 4. There are a lot of content drops on it, but
and it works. Clearly,
if Gearbox is going to go into a game of service, they're not going to just be like, "Here's a bunch of free content. Here's some more free content." It'll be the same exact model as Destiny, right? Here's your season pass. Here's your content you got to buy on top of the season pass.
Well, you can't keep making content for a game and not charge for it. You'll never make any money.
That's what I'm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Unless you're No Man's Sky and you're forced to.
I do think it's kind of weird that Borderlands, being not traditionally a game of service, is delaying like a lot of what looks like core content until later in the development cycle. But that's them. And for me, like, Borderlands just ain't it. I'm not really a fan. So
that's a different style as well.
I liked 2. I liked 2 a lot. I liked Tiny Tina's personally because D&D nerd, but 3 was just fucking awful.
3 was garbage. Yeah, I'm hoping 4 is really good. I'm pretty stoked to give it a try.
The MMO I'm looking for, or the looter I'm looking forward to, and hope it comes out and it does well, is the Cube. That's the one that's set in the Atomic Heart world. So
I
we'll
saw
see.
the trailer for that. Isn't that? I thought maybe I should rewatch the trailer because that felt more like a battle royale to me.
It's supposed to be a PVE with PvP element looter shooter game as service game. So I mean, we'll have to see. There's not that much information out about it yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about the trailer made it feel either like extraction-y or but maybe I'm just not remembering it right. I'll check it out again sometime. What? Nothing? Okay. So we're getting another Call to Arms event. Wait, is that Call to Arms? That's not what the... Are those the same as the Arms Week? Is that what the Arms Week ones are called? Call to Arms?
No, there's something called Call to Arms that used to be on some of our like.
Okay, that's fine. Anyway, we're getting something called Compete and Collect, the Call to Arms event. So it's a new event that they're adding.
It says that Call to Arms is a Crucible event.
Oh, that'd be wild. Even though it doesn't show anybody doing... It does the Call to Arms thing in the trailer, and then it's all PvE activities. Okay. Anyway, focus new weapons. Okay, so there's new weapons. Got it. Understood. And then, yes, the whole riding a brig and fighting in PvE. It's obviously it's part of an event, but it was a kind of hype when I watched the trailer. So I thought that was cool.
And then an axe. It's probably our heavy exotic and not an actual relic. Please be an exotic and not a relic, please, Bungie.
Yeah, don't be a relic. We give us the axe. We went to your stupid mountain. We met. We never got the axe.
Yeah, look at that, a big old axe. I wonder what. But it only shows one person with the axe.
It only shows a Titan with it. And also, like, just that animation of it, like, forming makes me concerned. It's obviously solar.
Yes.
But we know one of the new exotics is a power weapon. So hopefully that's power. It's that one.
It looks cool.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, because during the exotic mission portion...
Well, there's two exotic there's two exotic weapons coming in Ash and Iron.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, during the exotic mission portion, they show a rocket launcher I don't recognize, but maybe you do.
The rocket launcher? That's the one from the raid, pretty sure.
That's why I don't recognize it. Okay, never mind.
The one that they show in the dungeon layers section, that's from the raid, I'm pretty sure. That's the one.
Oh wait, no. There's a bit right at the avoid rocket launcher right at the end of the exotic mission portion.
I think that's one of the new drops. I think the rifle they showed just before that is going to be the exotic, because that rifle, they shoot a bunch of things and then they do a special reload and then everybody they shot exploded. So I'm guessing that's the exotic.
Oh, see, to me that looks like he shoots it at the ground, and then I thought he pulled up a rocket launcher and killed everybody, but that's because it changes the weapon.
Yeah. So I think that's the exotic that they show at the very beginning, and then they show the other exotic at the end. That's what I suspect. Obviously, I don't know that, but
I wonder if that axe is exotic. I wonder if it would come more than one element, like a roast drum.
I don't know, not sure. Okay, we're gonna move along. Everyone watching our stream on. Okay, so you can get an emblem watching that stream, the developers live stream on the 9th. I'm not gonna show you that because I'm too lazy to pull it up, but it's an emblem with some guy doing this with a sword. Hey, you
Knights of Old.
Yeah, that's what it's called, Knights of Old. All right, next. Upcoming Portal updates. I think these are just the ones that they are already announced, right?
Oh, and the Portal is that awesome new interface that we have, right? That's part of the Edge of Fate?
No, it was a free update. That just happened to launch at the same time as the Edge of Fate.
Yeah, all of this stuff in the first section they've already told us about. All the stuff about Desert Perpetual they've already told us about. The stuff at the bottom, they haven't talked about, and that's that they're going to increase the chance of getting prime engrams on activity completions in Crucible. I think most people assumed that was going to be the case because they're increasing prime engram drops across the board whenever you get completion drop.
Mhm.
But they're also going to increase the bonus focus drop rates from 25 to 66% in Crucible. I am wondering if that's also going to affect comp because, the way the drops for Solemn Remembrance currently work in comp is that you have a range, you have a drop chance on a win from 20 to 50%, depending on your comp rank. With being Ascendant gives you a 50-50 on a win. Then on a loss, you still have a chance, but it's significantly lower. It'd be nice if they were also increasing the drop rates in comp, because let me tell you, like, I played a bunch of comp yesterday, won a bunch of matches, got A+ rating on a bunch of matches, no Solemn Remembrance drops at all.
Brutal.
I'm not high rank. I'm only in gold. I'm only like gold 2, but felt kind of bad. Since that's the only reason I'm playing comp right now.
I don't know if we read the trial stuff before, but they're bringing featured weapon back, and you have a.
What's the new trial stuff?
You get. Well, it just says they're bringing the featured weapon back for trials, so you get it to each visit to the lighthouse, and then you get a percentage chance of it dropping on regular matches based on performance. So C+ 20%, A+ 60.
My question is, when they say each visit to the lighthouse, does that mean you're going to be able to go to the lighthouse multiple times?
I think they meant 3, 5, and 7, but maybe not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, maybe it could be for each streak. Imagine that if you got one for every streak, you just go to the lighthouse and it's just like, here's 7 of those guns. Enjoy.
Oh, for each streak. Yeah, I mean, it could be.
That would be nice. But no.
What about the lighthouse?
Speak my breath on that.
Just speaking of the lighthouse, and I noticed this just with the update this week, when you're going into the store and they have the conditional finality and you can buy the skin for that. Yep. And I was like, oh, that is a really cool skin. And it was like, no, screw you. Go to the lighthouse first. And I was like,
they told us that was going to be the case. It was the same with silver when it was available for silver. You have to
even if you bought it for silver, first. You still had to go to the lighthouse first.
If you wanted to buy it, like they wouldn't let you buy it.
Wow.
And not be able to use it. It told you had to go to the lighthouse for the season to be able to buy it.
That's wild.
Yeah, that was something they wanted to. They wanted to reward players in a different way for making it to the lighthouse, so it would unlock this skin that nobody else could get. Yeah, if you listen to the podcast every week, you would have known that. No, just kidding.
Like, congratulations, you did a hard thing in PvP. You have the opportunity to give us $7.
Okay, let's be clear though. It is available for Bright Dust.
It's available for Bright Dust right now.
This week, yeah.
But week. I mean, they've done it before. And as someone who fell for it in Destiny 1 when I got the T-shirt with my gamer tag on it.
You had better buy that before the weekend's over, Greener, if you want.
I'm buying it right now. I'm opening up Destiny right now to get it.
That being said, I need someone to carry me through trials before that's gone, because it looks really cool. But it's also kind of, I mean, there's a shader that I want, but it's locked behind a 2900 silver.
The Vex one?
Yeah, that looks awesome.
It's a really good shader. It'll be available for Bright Dust probably during Renegades, I would suspect. Well, they haven't had a paid shader yet that has not been available at Bright Dust. They
also haven't had a paid shader behind a wall that significant. That's like as much as the expansion costs.
I mean, they've had the ones that came in, the shaders that come in the packs that also come with like a weapon ornament and like a sparrow or whatever, like all of those have been available. So I would guess that this one will also make that happen.
I would hope so.
I keep an eye on it because, like an idiot, I'm like, this is going to be available for Bright Dust, but let me just swipe my credit card now. And then it shows up for Bright Dust later, and then I'm sad.
I'm with you, dude. I was close. It's like, oh, that looks so good on so many different things, but it might come out later.
Wow, that is a sexy skin.
Yeah, if only
It is
Yeah.
mine. Sorry, I went to the lighthouse last week. My bad, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Worth it though.
All right.
Hold on, I want to show this to everyone on stream.
9.1.0.1 portal buffs.
Just doing a quick little.
We've shown this on the podcast before, Greener.
This not animated, in game.
Live.
Hold on, which one is this? That's not the window I want. This is the window I want.
Be good enough or get carried, and you too can have this shotgun.
I mean, you don't need to go flawless. You just need to go to the lighthouse.
You just gotta get.
You just got to get 7 wins. You can play 100 games if you want. You get 7 wins eventually. It doesn't matter how bad
but
you
it's
are.
not on now, so that I have no way of getting it right now. Then
It'll be available this weekend. Trials runs this weekend. The fact that it's heavy metal doesn't.
Oh,
it said there'll be trials this weekend. So.
Should be heavy metal trials.
That would be wild.
Can you imagine
that? 1 second. I just gotta unplug my capture card because it's stupid and it hates me. Remember that, Avermedia? You're stupid and I hate you.
That's not very nice.
Well, for some reason, all of a sudden, randomly one day, it decided to start giving me HDCP errors, even though there's nothing on my computer that has HDCP on it. And this was like a year after I started using it. And then all I have to do to fix it is to unplug it and plug it back in.
But I have a similar. I have an Elgato 60X, their most recent external, and it has the same problem that it started doing, where it'll be like every once in a while it'll just be like, I'm done transmitting a screen to your computer. I don't give a fuck. But the moment I unplug it and unplug like the PlayStation from it and plug it back in, it goes right back to working.
That's wild.
I thought maybe it was because it was getting too hot, but sometimes it does it like right when I fire things up. Sometimes it does it in the middle of playing. It's really fun when it's in the middle of a
that skin looks so good.
It does look good, eh? Oh, sorry, I brought it up.
So shiny.
It is shiny. Anyway, yep, juicy.
Oh, put that with that Vex shader.
What Vex shader are we talking about here? Just real quick. Sorry, audio listeners. You can't see this. But where is it in the store?
Go down.
To what?
Seasonal? Probably?
Like the third one, I think.
No, it's not like there. It's part of a pack, Greener.
Okay. Oh, this one in here in the Sunset
there
Nexus
it is.
Skimmer.
Right there.
Set?
Up there. Yes, that one.
Okay.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah, there it is. Solid slate.
I don't like it on my outfit, but sure.
I'm not on that outfit, but yeah. But it's glowing, and then if on certain things it has an animation, you can kind of see it on the white. It's got like a flowing.
Okay.
Vex milk. Vex milk kind of thing to it, which is awesome.
That's kind of neat. I grabbed this one because I thought some of the stuff. I remember really. It's a bit. I liked the roller rink because of the color changes and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
But over time, I didn't like this animation that you could see. It's like a graph, like it's like going completely over.
Okay.
Over things. So I started using this red one, which I like a lot. But what do these ones look like? I don't remember these ones. Oof. That's wild.
The better your character looks, the stronger you are. Everyone knows it.
It's true. It's true.
All right.
Let's look at this one now.
The Greener Home Shopping Network, and get back.
Hold on though, but look at the pink dots going across the white here. That's neat. Oh, and the blue, just everywhere.
Come on, we're getting ready to run long. Let's go. Come on.
Oh my God, he's in such a rush, chat.
He's a busy guy. He's popular.
What do you got to do tonight?
I need to take a shit. Let's go. Come on.
Well, all right. I guess fine. That's good enough. Okay. All right. So we talked about
I've got a long enough headset cable. I can take you with me if you want.
bro. I started to move along and you kept talking. I don't know what's going on here. All right. So
Shut the fuck up, Mike. No, nobody clip that. You're banned.
Portal buffs.
It's gonna be
Did,
a short with me saying I need to take a shit. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna DMCA greener, and that's gonna be that.
whatever, man.
I'm looking forward to use my media points on that.
Okay, so there is in the portal buffs here. There's two things that say new. I assume that's things they haven't mentioned in the past. I don't know if that's accurate. So it says reduce gameplay penalties when running out of time in Grandmaster difficulty in the portal. GM difficulty portal activities will no longer zero out revives when you hit the time limit. Note that revives will still zero out if you use them all. Oh wait, no, for GM conquest. Never mind. So conquest, but not GM portal activities, even though conquests are a portal activity, but the other ones.
Yep.
And then another new tier 5 rewards, easier to earn. Oh, that's what you were talking about earlier now. Yeah, so they're giving us a upgraded, like a better chance at earning tier 5. So that's good.
They're
That's one of people's biggest
They're
complaints.
clarifying exactly what you need to do in order to get it.
But it also says it's easier.
You can target what the what the number is that you have to hit, and so you can plan for that now, which is nice.
But anything new? No, we talked about all this, I assume.
For new weapons, armor, set bonuses. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about the other stuff?
Just basically, yeah, that stuff. But we haven't talked about new Pinnacle Op dungeon layers. So you saw them in there. We're getting Pit of Heresy, Beneath the Necropolis, Duality, Nightmare of Galaran. What's Beneath the Necropolis? Is that just the end boss?
I don't know if it's the end. I would assume it's the end boss because it would be weird for them to have an encounter without a boss.
I just can't think of any other encounter, and that would be worth doing.
First encounter of Pit of Heresy.
Wait, oh no.
Necropolis is the location of the first encounter.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
this is
beneath, it's beneath
would
the
then be
Necropolis.
It's
so then
either
it must
got to be the ogre encounter or it's got to be final, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to do it in the mid section where you're doing the jumping and finding the 3 wizards. That'd be weird to have as a.
The ogre encounter though would be so dumb. Here, let me get some gear in 4 seconds.
Well, I would assume it would be the ogre encounter plus doing the unlock immediately afterwards. But
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Doesn't seem like it would make sense. It would make more sense to do the final with the boss.
That would be dumb, but whatever. I guess we'll figure it out when we get there. And then, of course, Heffin's Vengeance for Warlord's Ruin. So there you go. That's I'm sure we'll get more of them as time goes. And you can turn on old shitty loot if you want, or you can have the portal loot with tiers and shit. So I don't know why anybody would go for the shitty loot because it's not tiered. Yeah. I'm really disappointed that they're not adding tiered dungeon loot here. I'm kind
of disappointed that they don't just put the dungeon in the portal.
It does seem dumb. I guess
just
I don't know.
Put the dungeon in the portal and give us 3 completion rewards. Give us the 2 on the way. Give us 1 per encounter. It's not hard. It shouldn't be hard. They think it's going to cut down on playtime? I don't think so. Running Warlord's Ruin on a Grandmaster or higher difficulty is going to be a pain in the ass.
Ooh, yeah. I never thought about that, though. That sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. Does it?
Yeah. I mean, yes. The people in the game... Like, when you get to Endgame Destiny or whatever it is, there's a couple things to do, right? And that's to do before Edge of Fate, that was to do Grandmaster Nightfalls, that was to do Master Raids, Master Dungeons, and if you were too good for that, you started to learn how to solo a Root of Nightmares, how to duo raids, how to trio raids. So this is just an example of, some dungeon activities that you can make harder than they've ever been before to help, mitigate this game's too easy. Well, why don't you try this at minus 90? and you can't do any damage, so there's no way to win. You know what I mean? So
Listen, Greener.
what?
The end game isn't difficult content anymore. The end game is.
It can be though.
The end game is your watch.
Oh my god!
How many ticks on that watch are you willing to put into the game? That's the end game.
Chad, do you remember when the whole Destiny community would complain that there was nothing to do in the game, and that they wouldn't spend more than 3 hours at the beginning of the season, and then they were done?
Yeah, every 3 months, roughly.
I do, and now they're complaining that they have to spend too much time in Destiny because there's too much stuff to do.
To quote Greener, I'm not stating opinions. I'm stating facts.
That's fine.
It is a fact
facts are perceived differently by different people.
It is a fact that progression in this game is strictly linked to the amount of time you spend playing it now, rather than the difficulty of the content that you're playing.
It was never difficult to get pinnacles.
Title?
Ever.
It's not opinion, it's fact.
You could get pinnacles from strikes.
Listen,
for 7 years, you could get pinnacles for strikes. Don't tell me it was ever based on difficulty of content, because it wasn't. Never in a billion years.
I'm going to mute you all for a second, because I got to talk to my
wife. He hit the beep button.
I know, he hit the beep button.
It's almost like you didn't want us to. Anyway, it was just good timing. It was good timing because it sounded like you didn't want us to hear you say "wife." I want to talk to my beep. It's like, what did he say? Hooker? Yeah. Like,
he's been talking about a bitchcraft Oryx today,
in the past. Better loot was attached to theoretically harder content. Was that content were GMs actually hard? Not if you did them a lot.
You're right. You could get adept gear. I'll give you that from specifically hard content.
But now you can. There is no point in the game currently where you need to be more than minus 30, and minus 30 it feels fine with the builds we have available to us right now. Like, it doesn't matter what power level you are on your grind. You can always set up the modifiers, assuming you own the season pass, to where you don't have to be more than minus 30, period. So it's basically the same combat difficulty the entire way through.
Yeah, but a lot of people, there's no reason to need to do that based on getting content in the game. Yes, but
no,
there's plenty of reason to do that for your own fun. But nobody will do that. They'll just complain, "Oh, the game's too easy now." What? Make it harder, you fucking idiot. You have the ability to do it now. Go make a video
why would I make it harder when it's more efficient to do it this way?
It's not well. Anyway, these are 450 people we're talking now. They don't need efficiency because they don't need fucking loot. They just want to make content. They want to stream on Twitch or make YouTube videos about things. You know, go in, do something minus 60 solo, have fun, enjoy. Now you can do that with dungeon encounters. And that was just my point.
Somewhat
450 is irrelevant.
Once you get to 450 and you're getting tier 5s a lot, that does not necessarily mean your loot grind is over.
Nor does it mean, here we go. We got to min-max everything because we're a bunch of losers.
I mean, you're trying to get specific roles, but what they don't tell you when you get to 450 is that you don't get 450 drops. The only time you get a 450 drop is if you get a Prime Ingram. All of your other shit is so way below your level that you're spending 10,000 cores minimum to juice it up to your actual power level.
I just saw the other day somebody had 9,999,000 cores.
Not everybody has that, Greener.
It seems like it seems like 10,000 is pretty easy to get to, though. It's like one piece of gear.
Greener is how many exotic cores do you have, Greener? Just
right
so
now,
we can gauge your level of expertise in this particular
about 10,000.
How many pieces of 450 gear do you have?
Oh, none. I'm only 300.
A strong 300.
That cat is angry.
Yeah,
no kidding. I think it's sad. Go away.
Go away.
Anyway, Yeah. All right. Let's finish up because it's late. You're right. Featured gear. Yeah, people are gonna keep complaining about that shit. That's fine. It's whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. I just
They're reducing the impact. My biggest issue with it is not the in-game effects of damage and damage resistance, though. I just don't like that they're forcing you to use it to get the best rewards modifier. Like, it really, really matters for getting a score that's going to get you higher power level gear in the activity that you're doing.
couldn't you just use lock loadout instead though, or do you need to use both?
No, you need to use both.
Lame.
It
I'm not that
has
far, so
it has a tremendous impact on your rewards modifier. Like, you can get away with 1 or 2 pieces that aren't featured gear, but if you do more than that, you're going to absolutely tank yourself, and it's not going to feel good.
Okay, well, there's only one piece that I need that's not featured gear, so I guess that's not that big a deal. It's usually the exotic armor that's the issue.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, and that's fine. You can do it without the exotic class item, I'm assuming it's the exotic class item for you, but you can do it with like 1 exotic piece of armor or 1 weapon or whatever, or even 2. You can still work it. It might make you put another modifier on to make it a little bit more difficult if you do that to get the same ease score. But once you get beyond that, then you're starting to talk about, I got to start making this -40, -50. And that's when the difficulty really starts to set in. Yeah. There is a profound difference in the difficulty of content between -30 and -40. Like, profound amount of difficulty increase.
The damage drop off that you produce is hilarious.
All right. Stop sending me emails. Fuck, I thought I shut that off. Hold on, stand by. All right, we're good. Okay, what's that? Okay, feature gear is going to be a problem. You think they're eventually just going to shut that off? Because there's, all right. Paul Tassi seems to think so. So I'm glad you have the same opinion as him.
I feel like there's enough arguing about it in the community. One of 2 things is going to happen, right? They're either going to back it off, or eventually they're going to drop so much new gear that it's not going to matter. Like, I mean, I don't think they're going to reset a season. Like, when we get to Renegades, I don't think we know now in Renegades that everything's going to carry forward. I don't think there's going to be a spot where they drop a big new content drop, and they're going to say, by the way, all your old featured gear not featured anymore. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're just going to keep adding to it. So eventually it's not going to matter. That's what I foresee is going to happen.
Okay. Let's move on.
I think it's just more soft sunsetting. That's all.
Yay, soft sunsetting. My favorite. Okay, let's move on to this because I'm actually really interested in what they had to say here. So the Epic Raid, the Desert Perpetual, they've changed the date. First off, heads up, straight up. It's supposed to be the 20th. Now it's the 27th.
Yeah.
People are not happy about this because they just announced it and people booked the time off, and then like less than a week, well, exactly 1 week to the fucking day later, they pushed it to the 27th. I'm fine with it. It gives me more time to actually practice the Desert Perpetual. So I might actually take part in the day one, but still maybe not. I don't know. I'm not feeling it this time. I've just been so busy that anyway. We'll move on from that. What I find even more interesting is they have rules now, and one of said rules is you cannot black out your screen anymore if you want to be considered. Well, you can with their overlay, but it's only going to hide certain things.
Let's be clear. You have to have one person stream to even participate in the raid.
Yeah. Well, I would have got to all that stuff, but my point is, you have to have one person stream, no matter what. It's got to be on YouTube or Twitch. I gotta ask about this. Stream must be set to video on demand because you can't do that on Twitch, as far as I know. I don't think Twitch has video on demand feature. Anybody, can you rewind the Twitch stream right now? No, I don't believe so. Anyway, so that's a weird thing to add. Unless I'm wrong and there's a feature that I just never turned on.
I think they just want your stream to be available for them to review immediately after the raid is done.
Oh, okay. When I hear a stream must be set to video on demand, I assume that means like YouTube's live stream, you can rewind the live stream as you're watching it.
They have to have the replay available.
Okay, that's fine.
Twitch has video on demand, which are just recordings of past live streams.
Yeah, those
not enabled by default. store past broadcasts has to be
Yeah,
on
that's
your
fine.
creator dashboard.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, very good. Never mind. Yeah, that's probably what that means.
Smash
But
cut
the way
and
they
roll
worded
stream.
it to me is when a stream is set to video on demand, it has rewind capabilities. But
Yeah.
Smash cut to the world's first team getting disqualified because the person they had streaming it had their VOD set to subscriber only.
Ooh.
that'd be funny. But you can just turn it off.
Remember that?
And be like, wait, here. Go watch it, please. Anyway,
me
so
show you.
Bungie is going to be providing overlays now that block important information, probably like buffs and shit, that is the only thing that you can use to black out your screens now. It says, note this overlay will hide portions of the screen during the competition. Expect this will be published in the coming weeks. It may be edited to add your branding and face, but no additional gameplay content may be covered. So I'm interested to see what they are or what they look like. If you wish to compete, you have no if you wish to compete, you have no desire to cover your screen. Awesome. Don't worry about it. You're not a fucking bitch. They should have wrote that right in there, in my opinion. The team member who streams cannot black out or hide their screen portions of their screen outside the provided overlay. I think we got that point. I don't know why it had to be number 5, but and then game audio must be on at all times. Players are allowed to mute their voice audio. And that's cool. That's fine. You want to mute your voice audio so they can't tell what you're talking about? Great. I want to know. I haven't seen anything on Twitter about this today. Are like number 1 raid teams pissed about this? I'm curious.
No, I
No?
haven't really heard anybody complaining about it. In fact, like Salt Greppo is like, this is great. They should have done this a long time ago. So
I agree.
I mean, the guys that did it legit, right? Like the guys that are doing it legit and like figuring out the strats and like doing it properly, I would assume that, yeah, we're all for it. It's only going to be the guys that like kind of rely on some shadiness.
No, I think there's a lot of people. I think there's a lot of people racing during that don't. They're just super competitive and they don't want people taking their strats when they figure it out. So that was
you gotta
Just
understand
delay your stream like 5 minutes if you want,
You-
like 5 or 10
well,
minutes, right?
and people won't
Wow.
watch it.
Sure,
people
but
aren't
like if
gonna watch
all
the
the
stream
top
for
ones are
5 minutes.
delaying so that people aren't taking them right away, all you have is watching that, right?
I agree, but we've had this discussion for a while now about people that blacked out their screens for the last 7 years during the raid races. There's always some like just do this, no, don't hide it, but they're legitimately competitive. Anyway, to point this out that nobody's going to be able to do it now, so it's even footing, right?
Oh, dropping
I
the
mean-
quality down. Oh,
In theory, if you really want to, the person streaming while you guys are talking about strats can just sit and look at a corner.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Sit looking at a corner. Or again, that person's streaming at like 340, like the lowest thing. It's like you can't even tell.
I think
what's on it.
Bungie's going to crack down on people trying to get around it. So they've got this overlay, and then you got to stream anyway. I like it. I like it. A lot of these stream races have been fucking irritating and annoying to try to watch. Mind you, I never watched them personally, but it's probably because I open it up and there's no audio and I only see a portion of the screen and everything else is blurred. It's like, okay, yeah, this is fun.
That's a good point.
Edge of Fate voice acting update. I didn't read this.
Neither did I. I was just reading this and I was like, some of my
Early-
complaints.
Earlier this year, we announced some voice talent was unavailable to record lines for Edge of Fate. Temporary performance of Ikora, Orin, and Chioma were going to need to be used. We're happy to announce that the launch of Ashen Iron next week, the original voice talent for Ikora, Orin, and Chioma have returned with newly recorded lines for their characters. Oh, Orin wasn't Orin? When has Orin talked before? I don't even know. I don't pay attention to this game.
It'd be like echoed anytime that she would have talked before. So honestly, I didn't notice that. But Ikora changing back, I didn't read this before when I was going on my rant. Now I won't have to hear Savathun, and I'm happy about that.
Who the fuck is Chioma? I don't even recognize the name. Is it a ghost? Is it someone's ghost?
Chioma.
Is it a character? See, he doesn't even know either. Don't look at me. Don't give me eyes.
Oh, that's The chick that the conductor loves.
Isn't she dead?
Yeah, but she still has voice things because remember, like the conductor keeps going to different realities to find one that
She's
works.
still doing this dog shit. Bitch,
Rex, stop staring at us.
You killed her. Give it up. Go fall in love with someone else. It ain't that hard.
Oh, she's
Lord.
done worse than just kill her.
Whatever.
That's some pretty
Anyway.
fucked up shit. Rex, stop looking at us.
Just don't look at them. It's easy. Last thing on here, Humble Bundle Choice this month has the entire Destiny collection all the way up to the final shape, including even some of the older dungeons. So that's Graphs, Shattered, Pit of Heresy. Which means you can get it for like that and other games for $10. If you don't have some of the DLC, it works out for you. It's Hispanic Heritage Month, so the Bungie Foundation will be donating their proceeds to that foundation over this month.
Cool.
And if you donate, you get a really neat looking emblem.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is kind of neat. It's different. That's what makes it cool.
Like a Data Muerta kind of style to it.
Good, chill. All right, that's everything. We're done. All right, wow, this podcast was way too long.
And if you play heavy metal, you can also then give them money after you've played it enough.
I mean, that's how the whole game is. Play the game to unlock the ability to give them more money.
I love it. It's my
Some
favorite.
people love those pins. Some people really, really fiend over those pins.
Oh, people love those.
I want that. That shader better come to Bright Dust because I want it, and I am actively going to play Trials, and if it takes 100 matches, and it will, knowing my skill match, to get to 7 wins, just so I can get that thing that Greener just bought.
Just reach out to Blanknoid. He'll help you.
Yeah, I don't think take that. Every once in a while, you'll just get 2 people to carry you. Shouldn't take more than a couple hours, even if you're terrible. In reality.
I am.
All right, whatever. Anyway, do we got to talk about anything? Okay.
Clan Wars is SGC Clan Wars is going on right now. This is an opportunity for you to rep your clan simply by playing the game and being active in the community. There's a number of bounties every week for you to complete to earn Clan Wars points and earn yourself some loyalty points for this very stream. And every bounty you complete will also get you into a weekly emblem drawing. So go out there, complete that card, complete those bounties, submit those results, and win some fancy prizes.
Woo!
Woo!
That's it. I'll be streaming heavy metal tomorrow. If you want to watch, you're more than welcome to. We should have Player of the Month stream on Saturday, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be a long one. Oof. It's going to be rough. Yes, you should go vote. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, wait. No, yeah, that's everything. For watching episode 122 of This Week at Shrouded. I was your host, Ed Greener. Thanks for Mr. Rect and the All Gamer for being here with us. Your guys' opinions are always so invaluable. That was legit. That's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on This Week at Shrouded. Bye-bye.
Bye.